In fact, it's an L of a machine. "73 units of the Royal Navy gathered in the Clyde. They were there to greet Britannia as she steamed past with the Queen and the royal family aboard for the review of the fleet. From battle cruisers and an aircraft carrier to the smaller ship of the Royal Fleet Auxiliaries, they were anchored off Greenock for a 2-day at-home visit by their sovereign. Her Majesty's first call was to the guided missile destroyer, Kent. Prince Philip and Earl Mountbatten were there with her as she greeted Rear Admiral Hayes, second in command of the Home Fleet, and the commanding officer of the Kent, Captain Begg. When she visited Britain's first nuclear-powered submarine, Dreadnought, the Queen made naval history. Never before had a reigning queen climbed down through the narrow hatchway of a submarine. Prince Charles and Princess Anne followed suit. It looked as though the ship's bell was a bit of a challenge to a young man's self-control. Aboard the frigate Dido, the Queen had a close-up view of the many and varied activities of the men who sail her ships. A gun crew with protective headgear. Troops trained to handle local troubles and take over extra policing duties. Decontamination squads made necessary by the threat of nuclear bombs and radioactive fallout. On the lighter side, the men who entertain the children when the ship's in port. And the spot where the crew splices the main brace, the barrel of rum from which the toast to the Queen's health is drawn. The only aircraft carrier on show, the Centaur. The lower assembly deck had been cleared for an exhibition of modern naval equipment. Prince Charles and Princess Anne were especially interested in this 14-foot fiberglass sailing dinghy. Then tea with the petty officers and a chance for Prince Philip to admire a specially forbidding beard. Next day, Britannia sailed past the assembled fleet, dressed overall, to the cheers of the men manning the ship. Britain's Navy, although streamlined to meet the requirements of modern defence, is still spread across the globe. Here in the Clyde, the Home Fleet rests from its task of guarding Britain's shores to salute its sovereign.